Previously on PeakD&D, a sea serpent in the abyssal sea takes on the abyssal skimmer. With Gus at the helm on the ballista, our heroes fight against this sea monster, defeating it, nearly being sucked into the giant whirlpool in the abyssal sea, and God knows where they would have ended up. Gods know where they would have ended up there. The rest of the journey, we got an actual long rest somehow, and I think we even did it right. And
sort of.
They make it to what is the strange volcanic islands in the middle of the abyssal sea. What look like plumes of smoke is actually giant columns and stalagmites reaching up into the giant underground ocean. They find a temple where they are set upon by cultists who are performing some kind of ritual around Didarian, or Ravi's dad. Here we are at the primordial temple, and in the abyssal sea in the islands that exist in the Netherdark. This is a place where the realms all sort of meet, and you have stumbled into, finally found Didarian Otmar, Robbie's real dad, in this strange ritual that's going on. There seem to be some cultists doing some chanting and this crazy red light emanating. As you were investigating what was going on down below you, you heard a voice behind you and turned around to see three cloaked figures who seem to have run into you. And they said, at last, the final guest, the blood of Otmar has arrived.
And Oren said,
yes,
that's
I'm
me.
Right here. Yeah.
I'm right here. So I'm going to need you to give me a trickery check.
Oh, they bought it?
No, not a trickery check. What is that? I think that's what it is. Yeah.
I would. Well,
how about influence?
Is influence where like all
I think
all
that's
persuasion and deception and
that's
intimidation
sort of what it's
lives?
become, I think. So let's do an influence
Except
check.
intimidation. Never mind.
Yeah, because
we're playing DC20. If you haven't caught on, this is a new system to us.
My influence is worse, but that's okay.
Whether you're trying to deceive or persuade, I think influence is
giving myself advantage, but
and for posterity, we're using the 0.8 rule set of the beta.
With some homebrew
subclass stuff, because we didn't have subclasses.
And 0.9 came out like when you're watching.
At this point, it's already come out. 0.9 is already out. It comes out in a week from now, from where we are. In time.
Oh,
17?
Looked like a 6.
A 17? Mm-hmm. With disadvantage? Did I say disadvantage? I didn't say it. You know what? I didn't say it, so I'm going to let you roll it straight. I meant to say it, but I didn't.
I had to die.
So I think Anar is looking out for you, brother.
Too bad DC was 25, so
yeah.
Excellent. So you very confidently step forward and say, "You're damn right. I'm right here." And these guys seem to kind of hone in on you, and the two outside figures sort of take a step in as if they are going to try to apprehend you. They have their knives out, but not like they're not charging towards you. But I think at this point we're going to go ahead and roll some initiative.
Oh, we're actually going to roll initiative this time, not just get apprehended by
this is
and then go
this
into
is
let's talk it out.
this is Law and Order.
Is this Law and Order 2.0?
No, well, I was just saying, I forget.
Jesus.
There's like 15 different Law and Orders, so this is like Island, Primordial Temple.
Sweet.
Primordial Temple.
God, it wanted to be on that 20
It
so
so
bad.
badly did. All right, I need some enemy tags.
We just use our attack checks, right? That's
Yep.
yeah. Nice. Is that
What'd we get, Julius?
Oh man,
Go around the table, baby.
I'm right here. That's
8.
about it.
An 8. Not enough to beat the DC. Oren, what'd you get?
A 1.
Natural one?
Natural 1. I don't know if it matters. I guess it's a 5.
It does
total.
matter in initiative.
Yeah,
That means you start
You're
exposed.
Exposed.
they always matter, man.
Ravi, what
I
do
mean,
you
you are
at?
definitely.
I'm here. Yeah, I'm right here. Come and take
I rolled
me.
a 25.
Nice.
25. Excellent. Ravi pulling it out, ready to face down whatever it might be.
Right, I am pulling out
between
my rapier.
him and his what stands between him and his father. And then you got a natural one, so you're gonna go last because that's my rule. Great, Ravi. You're up. You
Yeah.
were
So is
ready
this-
for this.
Did
Yes,
they move
I
in at
am.
all, or is this the staging we have at the present
Let's
time?
say this dude is kind of hanging back, but these guys have closed in one space.
Like these guys?
Yeah,
On the
those two
side?
outside guys. Yeah.
And behind us, are they chanting? Like they're in their
They
zone?
are
They're in
doing something.
they're in a
Yeah,
zone?
they are. They are.
like they're not paying attention to us at the moment.
So there are. Let's back out. Let's zoom out to
Sorry.
the bigger room in general here. So we have whether or not you do it with the camera's fine.
No, I was just told to do something. I'll fucking listen.
Look, it works.
Oh,
It works
no.
for you, though.
No.
Because you fixed it.
So what you see, there are three sort of like energy nexi,
Nexon.
Yeah, that's right.
Boxes.
Each with 5 very familiar layouts of colors. You've seen this arrangement before.
yeah.
There's a red and a blue and a white and a green and a black, kind of glowing with this magical energy that is being channeled into the center of this raised stone dais altar, upon which a bound Dedarian Otmar seems to be writhing in magical, ethereal energies and pain.
Did you see all the wells? They have
Yeah.
the colors.
Yeah.
I
They
just
do.
noticed.
Oh, I
They
didn't
do
notice
have
that.
colors. They are color
For those at
coded.
home, they have colors.
Yes.
Of the colors that he just said.
So that will to figure out. There's a little bit of a puzzle involved in that, but we can figure that out when we get there.
Well, way to spoil the puzzle.
Yeah. Yep.
He
No, it's
told
okay.
us.
I did tell you. I did
Robbie's
tell you.
smart. He can figure this stuff out, Julius.
Yeah.
Who's Robbie?
And so this seems to be some kind of.
I mean, I can figure this out, Julius.
some kind of ritual is happening that involves this poor man who is tied down. Poor man. And there are like arcs
quite
of
wealthy and pretty
energy
shady.
sort of coming from the wells to the center. So they look. I couldn't render them like one of those Dyson, those spheres, those glowy machines. But imagine magical energy and shit coming, arcing around in various colors.
Tony can do it in
Do you,
post.
do you have all these?
A bit foreboding.
I'll try.
Great.
Do you have all these at all, or just the ones that you cut out?
Just the ones I cut.
So that's what's going on in the other room. That seems to be happening. Nothing is like, other than there's chanting and magical energies, like the roof isn't caving in or anything like that at this point.
yeah, you
but
have
there is definitely something going on in that other room down below you. Your main concern is these robed figures before you.
Correct.
And so
And I apologize because I think this first turn is going to be me asking about.
great. You'll be apprehended in no time.
No, Tony asking
They've already
DM.
got they've already
Tony
got the-
asking DM about mechanics.
Mm-hmm.
But also, you might be able to help me.
You got
how
some
does grapple work,
awesome-
and how am I allowed to move with them?
You can do forced movement, and I think
It's a
let me
strength.
open it
It's
up.
a might thing, probably. I'm sure.
It
I should
is.
just always have my fucking
Unless you're using like
Your mind
Correct.
powers and stuff.
Correct.
Okay.
mind
I don't have
bullets.
grapple as a card.
No, you can't just swap.
Okay, come here.
Well, it's not. I mean, I feel like that's because it's like a thing that everyone does.
Where'd
It's
you
not
go?
like
Yeah.
a maneuver.
Where are you? Come on.
which one do I need?
Let's delay this battle.
We're all ready. There we are. Thank you. Was
mean-
that so hard?
I've had a month of thinking about this. I haven't thought about it. So,
Sweet.
Great.
but I see now how we're oriented. So I wanted to see something. I don't know. I want to do something cool.
Do it.
I'm gonna try, but
Yeah.
I need to know the grapple rules.
And can anybody make a grapple maneuver? Right?
Is it a maneuver?
Maneuvers are martial abilities to perform
Is
feats
grapple?
of
I
strength.
mean,
oh, okay.
Yeah,
But I think
because
there's a basic.
yeah,
Yeah.
because like in the
Grapple
Scion stuff,
effect.
it says you gain access to the grapple maneuvers.
Oh, okay. Then maybe I just don't.
No. There are grapple maneuvers, but I think you can grapple as an action.
Let me go back to the.
Sorry, folks at home.
No, they should know this too.
They should.
We should learn
They should
this
know.
together.
They should know this
Or
for a,
participate
for,
in
a-
a
for an
grapple.
edition of the game that no longer
I don't know.
exists.
The
or
only
that
thing
they're
we've
no longer
grappled
playing.
is Julius's mind has grappled everybody, so I'm not really
It's
sure
true.
how like physical grapples work.
That's fair. And I don't
Okay,
do it
grapple
often.
is an action. There's a grapple maneuver that is a separate thing
Okay.
for those that have martial abilities.
Yeah.
Grapple. Using a free hand, you can spend 1 AP to attempt to grapple any creature.
Okay.
Another creature. Make an athletics check contested by the opposing creature's martial check. That's the page I needed to look up.
Gotcha.
That is page 40.
And then there are things that you can do
Two,
with,
if
once you have
anyone's
grapple.
playing
Like there are
at home
grapple
in the point
maneuvers of
8.
like throw is a grapple maneuver, or like do
Yes.
other things that are grapple maneuvers.
So you
Once
can,
you have them
they
grappled,
can
you
make
grapple
an opposed
maneuvers.
martial check against your athletics.
So if I don't have the grapple maneuver, am I not allowed to?
No. Grapple
No.
maneuvers are like
That's
the
different.
extra. These are like extra. Like you can attack, you just can't sweep attack or bleed. Like these
Yeah.
are the maneuvers.
Yeah.
Like
If
they're
an attempt,
grapple maneuvers.
and then it's for what you were asking about is forced movement. If an effect attempts to forcibly move the target beyond your reach, you make the check or save instead of the target. If the effect attacks you in the body, you make 1 check for the save of you. That's not what I wanted it to say at all.
Or is
Shove.
it, I guess more is it like just
You
what's it
can
called, like
spend
half
1 AP.
movement? Or is it like half movement?
Yeah, hold on. I gotta figure it out. Tackle.
We're here at this fight. Ready, go.
So how does this work?
It's really dramatic. We can just cut this out.
Can you read the entire rulebook
choose
to me
one
real
move.
quick? How does combat work?
What are we doing? What is this game?
Let's just wait a week for .9.
Oh, dragging. That's what I wanted. Jesus Christ, right there.
Okay.
You can move the target to any space adjacent to you by spending your own movement to do so. Alternatively, when you move, you can move the target with you, but you're considered slowed. So,
Which is
yeah.
Is that half
double
movement?
movement.
Double or sure.
Would have been easier to just say that. But yes.
It's how we thought it worked in the first
That's
place.
how I thought it worked in the first place. So we're just confirming that I was right.
So quick glance at these guys. Do they look humongous, like ripped? I know
The
they have a
two
Colt
outside
robe on,
guys
but-
kind of do. The guy in the middle looks smaller.
Okay,
Like,
but not the two outside guys.
the 2 outside guys look like muscle for sure.
Great. Screw it. I'm gonna try.
You
it
had
anyway.
asked about the skin tones, and I was not clear in my answer in the last episode. The man in the center seems to have a normal, like above ground type skin tone.
Okay.
These 2 dudes had like the darker gray skin tone of the
nether dark.
Yeah.
Interesting. Cool.
They're drow-esque.
Whoa.
They're bigger than like dark elves.
Sure, but
nether
like
elves, I guess we'll call them
nether
for now,
elves.
just to steer clear of any copyright infringement.
Sure.
Yeah, these are like, they're more like Stogie size, like they're big humanoids.
So I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try to grapple this guy in front of me.
All right, make an athletics check, and I will contest it with a martial.
Am I allowed to use 2 AP to give myself advantage on this, or no?
I think you are.
Okay. I'm gonna try to do that. Natural 20.
Natural 20. You just like, this dude is reaching for you. You just grab
So-
his wrist and like
I guess.
hold it back.
Yeah. I kind of like. Yeah. He's kind of
He
reaching.
did not roll a natural 20, so.
Okay. I kind of grab it, and now I want to drag him. Is there like a balcony? Like is
Yeah,
there-
so there's like a stone balcony that's sort of represented there, but the height is not quite right.
I'm gonna try to use my
like-
momentum.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try to drag him the 2 spaces and like get him running, and then let him go off the balcony.
You toss him in there.
Toss is a strong word, but yes.
Okay, I'm gonna need another athletics check
movement,
to
I have to
chuck
movement.
him.
Since I'm in
Is
the,
that
since
shoving?
I'm right next to him, is there
That's
a way
another
I can
AP.
aid this?
I'm gonna call that a shove.
I have to move, so that's another AP, right?
Yeah, so that's so that was two to move him,
2 to grapple,
him,
1 to move.
1 to move, and
One
then
to-
1 to shove. We'll call that a shove.
You should.
Okay.
And I'm right next to this, so I wonder if there's just a way that I could either just like stick out my leg or throw an extra, just like
Give me a help
gonna
action.
go with
movement with a help action.
no.
With a help action.
So help action would give you
D8?
a D8.
I don't think you can use that as a reaction.
I don't think
though.
you can use a
Okay,
help
okay.
action.
That's a
as
bard
reaction.
thing.
That's a fair.
Or like that
In
would've
my
been-
mind, this is what I'm helping you though.
I can't hear you.
Right. I don't think there's anything that can be done. There's nothing that can be done in this
You're
moment.
exposed, going like, "I'm Robbie."
I know.
Okay, so I'm gonna try to shove him. That's just an attack, then I guess,
That's another athletics check.
or
yeah.
athletics check. Okay, so that's fine. Okay,
And it's just straight up for you this time.
I'm so close to it. 17.
That's down.
Athletics. 8, 9, 10, 11.
Uh-huh.
Question is, I guess I do move him, I think, but the shove across the balcony is.
Yeah, I think
where
like you
we're at.
you don't quite get him over the edge. Because he rolled he had a 22
But he is still grappled.
that time. He's still grappled.
Like I'm just
but
trying
yeah,
to. Like,
you just
but he kind of stops.
Basically, you guys are like wrestling, and he's
Yeah.
bigger than you, and you're like trying to shove him over the railing. You basically get him up against the railing,
Yeah,
and
perfect.
you guys are struggling.
Perfect.
Right there.
I like it. I like where I'm at right now. That's my turn.
Cool. So the guy in the center is the first one to act in this situation, and he pulls out a very like a light blue dagger, different from the ones these guys are holding. It's like a crystalline white blue type of blade you've not really seen before, with a little bit of like.
That's a ceremonial dagger.
It's definitely strange. It's almost like it's liquid, but not. It glows with you're surrounded by this red light, right? That's almost like from a caldera below you. And this is an entirely different kind of light. And you see him step off to the side behind his compatriot, and you see that light emerge through the chest of the robed figure in front of him.
Is he doing our job for us?
Same team. Cool.
That man, he stabs him with this blade, and it instantly, that kind of bluish light engulfs him, and he turns into ash before you, the blade disappearing as well.
I'm fighting on the balcony. I don't see any of this.
What the?
Oh, okay.
And this man pulls back his hood.
Oh, God.
And you see a ancient-looking, wizened old elven man who says, "I'm sorry to break it to you like this. I was hoping we'd have more time to discuss this. I'm Cecil. Let's kill these motherfuckers."
Wait, what?
Wait, what? Yeah. And he looks at the guy next to Ravi, and he pulls out another one of those blue spiky blades.
Oh, is it a one-time use?
Oh, yeah. It's one time only.
Those daggers.
Great. So this is actually Cecil Windwalker, who is an ally of yours.
I'm glad we didn't go first. I would have just laid into this guy.
Just dagger finger of death. That's what you want?
Yeah.
Julius, you're up.
Cool. So I'm gonna be like,
Punch him in the face.
I have your amulet, and then I'm gonna turn around and use 1 AP to run and sprout my spectral wings.
Oh, sick.
To go
Angel
ahead
wings.
and
You're using your wings.
glide. I am, and then like right about here.
The Iron Maiden cover right hat.
Are there like orbs of magic around these people in the rituals, or is there just like a dude standing there?
With like ley lines kind of going.
Yeah.
The magic is sort of going around them as well, but they like you could.
But there's no like.
You could attack
not
him.
like a
Yeah, it's not
force field.
impenetrable.
Great. So then I'm going to use 2 AP then to hopefully turn into
bear
a
and hero
bear
stomp?
in midair.
Bear stomp him.
And then like attempt to land.
Great.
Ooh, nice balancing.
That's good because
Well
that's the
played.
red one too. So that's probably the Vortor one. I feel like that's the most important one.
And then I have
Votor red?
Yeah. Well, I don't know. The red light is the big red light,
1 AP
Oh.
left.
and blood is red. So.
Am I able to like land on him or land around him? How would you like
Red
me
seems
to?
pretty important.
That is a good question. I'm going to say
Thanks.
you are going to. We'll count it as an attack with a grapple check because you'll be sharing the same square, so one of you will have to get moved.
Okay, great.
Right.
I like my odds.
I do too. Yes.
Grapple attack. Cool.
All right. Yeah. Make me. It's. We'll just call it a running grapple, essentially.
I should not have been overconfident.
It's an
But you don't
athletics, and then he
grapple
has
with
an
your
attack
athletics
check.
very much. It's usually your mind.
That's fair. So it's just an athletics check?
Yes.
Plus, okay. So 8.
8. He is oddly immovable. And you jump behind him. You're almost just like a magnet, just repelled away from him, and you are just on the edge of this sort of well or portal thing.
Well, then I will use 1 AP to make an attack. 14 to hit?
He's a wizard.
14 to hit. That
He's a wizard, Harry.
does not hit him actually.
What?
Again, this magical
Mournful
energy
bear
rebuffing
roar.
him.
I mean, you're
Kind of
using your
rebuffs
wings for
your
the
attack.
first time. You're trying
was
to
me.
grapple with your strength for the first
I
time.
mean, a flying bear.
There's a lot of firsts.
All he
going
needs
on
is a
here.
unicycle, and we're at the Russian circus. All right, then second guy, he's dead. So third guy is the one that we'll say is with Ravi. There is going to attempt to escape the grapple and move away from you. So that is
opposed or no?
You make a martial check this time, and he makes an athletics check. Basically trying to reverse it. It's a dirty 20 for him.
Marshall says athletics or acrobatics for me.
You're
right?
more of an acro.
Yeah, so I can use acrobatics.
For a martial check? Is that how that
Yeah,
works?
it says athletics or
Okay.
acrobatics.
Yeah.
So
Take your pick.
Why do I do that all the time?
Why do I
Damn
do
it.
this?
16.
16?
Not
He had a
enough.
dirty 20,
Yeah.
not enough. So you are, the grapple is ended, so he is no longer grappled. He sort of shoves you off. You haven't moved anywhere, but you're just like not in
like we're
control of this grapple anymore.
Like this.
And that's 1 AP to do that. And then okay. I guess he would just try to stab you. He might try to grapple you back because he saw what you were doing.
Am I targeted by an attack?
Does a grapple count as an attack? Attempt to grapple. I mean, it's athletics check. It's not.
Oh, he's
really an
trying to
attack.
grapple?
Yeah, he like shoves you off, and he's gonna like try to grab
Oh, okay.
you. Is what he that bounced out.
Yeah, all these say targeted by an attack, which I don't think.
Forbearance?
How close do you have to be for 4? Oh, you're right there. Never
Yeah.
mind. What does that do?
A creature I can see is targeted by an attack, so that would be
But
Ravi.
it's not an attack.
It's a grapple, so I think it's a check. It's a contested check, is what
Okay.
it is.
Okay.
It's not technically an attack
Okay.
because no damage is provided.
Yeah, I don't think.
So I think that's why they.
Because all
are
my stuff is targeted by an attack.
differentiating.
All right.
Okay, so he. You shut your.
Damn.
I tried to silence him. He does. You shut your fucking mouth. All right, what was your martial check?
16.
16. He got a 22 that time. So he is going to grab you and attempt to drag you away from the railing.
Away?
Yes, he's going to spend his movement to bring you back away from the railing, so you can't do that to him again. He's going to move. Yeah, he'll spend his movement to move 2 spaces because he is hindered. He's slowed by carrying Ravi.
I was so close to doing the cool thing.
So that's all
You
3.
and me
That's
both,
his.
brother.
That's his
I know,
action
right?
points. That was really cool. The ritual, at least in some sense, they are. I mean, they're aware of you now. I guess at least one of them is. Okay. Cool. Oren, you're up. What are you doing?
Well, it keeps changing. The battlefield is dynamic.
Isn't that
It is
amazing?
a variable situation.
It is. It's constantly evolving.
Could I have done Commander's Call's reaction? Yes, I could have.
Coulda, woulda, shoulda.
Yep.
I said we should be on point for this, guys.
You were too busy pretending to be me.
Yeah. And nobody's paying attention to me anyway.
Well, because one
Also
dude
that.
just literally disintegrated.
I'll look at Cecil and be like, I'm wearing your breastplate. I'm going to keep wearing it for now. And then I will
Good.
turn toward this buff cloaked figure. And I am going to look at Ravi in the eyes.
He's much stronger than I thought.
It's okay. I am here. My ward. Am I the ward? I still don't know who the ward
He is your
I
ward.
am
You're the ward. We're warding together. We are all in Nara, and you are designated as a ward for me. As
great.
we'll figure. You're
There's some
protected.
special things that happen when a
protected.
It's like a
sworn
defensive
guardian
hunter.
When a
Mark.
ward
Chooses
and
a
another
ward,
ward come together.
when 2 wards love each other very much.
And I will take out my fire sword, and I will
Yes.
attack. Power it up. Power it up. Power it up, and give myself advantage.
Oh, that's right. Stamina points. I was like, how are you doing all that shit?
Power it up.
Pow,
It's boring,
pow,
but
power
I'm
wheels.
doing it.
I need a new
22 to hit.
22 will hit. Yes.
Is it heavy or anything?
That for those guys. That is a not quite a heavy hit.
Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 damage, 3 of which is fire damage. And
Yes.
that's the end of my turn.
Fire damage. Definitely doesn't like that. All right.
So 7 total, 3 of which fire. Actually, 1,
Nice.
2, 3, 5, 6, 7. Yes.
All right. Sweet. Ravi, we're back to you, top of the
shit.
round.
Okay.
I should probably throw some of these dudes in here.
That's all right. They don't need turns.
They'll probably get to go. They'll go. He'll go with
That would
the
be
end.
interesting. Should I try? I'm going to try another fun. I'm going to try another cool thing. So I'm going to do the knockback. I'm going to try to do the knockback maneuver. Actually, well, how does this work with grapple? I'm sorry.
Excuse me.
Do I have to break the grapple, or can I do knockback?
If you are grappled,
Like, can I? Yeah.
then the condition exists on you. Oh, I have it over here. Grappled. Your speed becomes 0. You have disadvantage on agility saves. That's the only effects.
Oh, okay. So if I can I do the knockback maneuver, to which the target would be pushed 1 space away and up to 1 additional space for every 5.
Yeah,
it
it's just
fails
that you
its
are like,
by.
you're just locked in with this guy until you break that grapple, right?
Would
Like you
this
guys-
break the grapple? Or do I need
No,
to
that
break it
seems like
first?
you would have to do a separate thing to do that. Forced movement, of course, can help. Or if you're incapacitated, if he becomes incapacitated,
I will try to break the grapple
Yeah.
then first if that's what needs to happen.
yep, you can spend an AP. You can still attack him if that's what
I
you're
want to
trying
knock
do.
him back. That's the maneuver, is knockback.
I
Okay.
think you have to attack. I think you might have to attack with adding knockback onto it.
I think
Is that how
might
that
be right.
works?
I think so. That's how mine works. Is it a save maneuver?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how my
Stuff works. Yep. So if you attack him,
I think.
And I knock him back, then what happens with the grapple? Or
then
do
I think that it says forced movement.
Oh, that does
If an
break
effect
it?
attempts to forcibly move you beyond the grappler's
Okay.
reach, the grappler makes a check or save instead of you. And if the target
you're right.
effect,
I
if
just-
the
it's been a
effect
while.
targets both you and the grapple makes 1 check or save for the both of you. So
Okay. So I'm gonna
you
attack.
can,
I'm gonna attack him and do knockback. So 2 AP total.
knockback.
yeah. If he fails, then
Advantage.
he's grappling you. Yeah.
But if he gets forced movement, then I force him back.
Forcibly move you beyond the grappler. If the effect targets both you and the grappler makes 1 check or save for the both of you.
Yeah, so it's like if Orin was trying to push both of us, then he would make the save.
'Cause
Period.
He has you grappled.
But since I'm forcing him, then it's just forced for him.
Yeah,
that make
I think
sense?
he would make the check, and
Definitely.
then it would.
Grapple's the
It's
big bad
not.
here.
It really is. I'm screwing everything up with
Grapple
grappling.
is just.
No.
It's a nightmare.
Ravi, do it.
No, it's not. It's just we're not used to these rules at all. That's fine. Keep going. Make your attack.
Oh, I gave myself advantage. I did use my fuck. It was a 12 hit.
The 12 does not hit this guy.
I guess I'm still grappled.
You're going through a lot right
You
now.
are
It's
still
okay.
grappled. Great. You spent
I have 1 more
3 AP on that?
Yes, I did.
Okay, great. You have 1 more AP.
Your dad's on an altar. You don't even know if it is your dad.
Just him being a ward, can you help him at all, or
No, once he takes damage, I can.
okay?
It seems counterintuitive.
What do you mean? What do you mean?
I can protect you.
After you take damage, after you're hurt, I
me?
can protect you.
No. Like I can lessen the damage or take the damage. Yes.
So I kind of get out my rapier and I like try to stab him to knock him back, but I miss. So then I guess what I'm gonna do is still grappled. Like I picture like him just grabbing me like over my shoulders,
Sure.
and I'm gonna try to draw an arcane circle. With my
Okay.
rapier
I mean, you
real
can do
quick.
that. You can't move.
So that's what I'm gonna do with my last. AP.
here with me.
Draw your arcane circle. Great.
Yes, that's what I did.
You draw your fancy lightning, fire,
He's gonna
arcane
draw
circle.
his own. He's gonna draw his own circle on top of yours.
Oh no! What's gonna happen?
Fair enough. So now, Cecil is up, and he looks at you and he says, "Do you have that, young master?" you want help?
What? Oh, me?
Yes. He's looking at both you and Orin, who are immediately next to him.
Stop the ritual.
Yes, seems prudent. And he takes off. He
like that's
moves
way
pretty
more prudent
fast
than
for an
this.
old guy.
This dude is super old.
Several thousand
I
years
don't know.
old.
I haven't
as
really
matter
got a
of
good
fact.
look at him.
He's taken off that way. He's going to move 8 spaces. Which gets him almost to the corner, or thereabouts. And great, that's him. Then
Asked
Cool.
the question and ran away. Great.
He'll fit in well with us.
Well, you told him to stop the ritual.
I did.
yeah, Julius, you're up.
All right,
Bear-
so
Bearlius.
perplexed and
Is
confused
that my dad?
and angry. I'm gonna take like, I'm just gonna try to like smash down with claws, and I'm gonna give myself advantage this time to do
Suplex.
that and see what happens. What happened was
Better.
much better.
Closer.
22.
22 is enough to grab this, claw this man.
Cool.
You
Heavy,
sort of feel yourself sort of
brutal,
break through
anything.
the-
Yeah. Oh, great.
that is just a regular hit.
Okay. Cool.
While he is
So
magically protected by this.
5
shell.
points of damage.
5 points of damage.
That is a
Excellent.
non-insignificant amount of damage.
Is there any bit of wavering in the shell now that he has been, hit, or has that changed anything?
Well, since we don't particularly have any concentration rules at this point,
I think there's concentration rules.
there's
Because there's a.
yes, indeed. Is there? Maybe there is.
I don't know. If not, that's okay. I just maybe
I don't remember them because we never use it.
sure.
Some spells do require concentration.
Sure.
I would imagine a ritual is one of those.
Maintain. You must make the mental save. Make a mental save. Domain. Let's see. Win. Equal to 10. Okay. Cool.
Mental save, DC 10.
Does it say when you take the damage, I guess, or what? You can only maintain saves because whenever you take damage or put into a distracting or just different dangerous situation. All right, so he's gonna make a check because that was enough damage to make him think twice about it. He does hold on, but you do see a little bit of a weakening in that red arcane energy circling around him. It's sort of
Okay.
sputters a bit.
So in that case,
But it doesn't look like he is. It looks like he'll have to be dead before it like would completely dissipate.
We'll see. And so in that case, I'm going to use a Cybolt. I'm going to try to hit him with a Cybolt this time for 1 AP. And so it's like, but then I'm going to add the disruption feature to it.
Ooh.
So he has to make a mental save
Okay.
or lose concentration. So I have to hit
Nice.
also. But
That might do it.
Oh my gosh.
dude,
That was a lot of rolling around.
on the 16 and the 3, I don't. The Mystic Defense of 9.
That is not enough
Well,
on the sidebolt.
hot.
So does he have to
damn.
still make the concentration
I
check?
think how rules
Or only
work,
if he-
that's the dynamic save, is that the damage and the save are separate. They both happen. So yes,
Okay.
he would.
So he still makes it. So his
You just don't do
concentration check.
damage.
Yeah.
Oh,
King Hodop's working
But you're still sort of-
overtime in the comments
Okay.
on this episode.
yeah. Definitely let us know if that's real, because that sounds
Yeah.
ridiculous and fake.
This
but
is
I'll take
sort
it.
of like
Because what the first dynamic save, what I thought it was. when
this
I
is a
heard
good
it-
sort of like 0.8 climax. Like, you know what I mean? I
Yeah.
feel like,
Now that everyone
was our
has
final
moved on to
test and we
0.9.
failed.
Yeah.
you know, like this
Well,
is-
because I first thought it was like dynamic saves are always basically a post checks, but that wasn't true. It's that if it has a feature to it,
Yeah.
like the feature and the damage are
Separate.
both happen and they both go off. It's just
Right.
the hit
Right.
does damage, but the save will still always happen. So you can disrupt them without doing damage.
Great. So
Yes.
yeah, mental
So
save.
His mental save, he does make it, but not by as much as he did the last time.
96%
well, it's a
sure of that.
C. Yeah, it's a DC 16.
Was DC 16?
Well, because it's against my
Yeah, it
mental
would be-
save.
Oh,
because
yeah,
it's
okay.
a disruption
Yeah.
effect. It's not like just a concentration check.
Right.
Cool. Great. Then, yeah, he does lose concentration on that one with a 14. And so, yeah, you see him sort of this like fizzle of this red energy. He is no longer protected by this magic. Although the well,
It's still
the
going.
arc, yeah, it's still see that energy is still coursing.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Ritual's still happening, but his
wrong one.
defense is out now.
Yeah.
Wrong one.
Beep-a-boop,
Yay! There it is. And now I'll take it.
Julius.
Oh, now I'll take it back
Yay.
up top for you guys for the next
And
turn.
then
We'll get
back to you guys
Julius,
up
that
on the
was Julius.
balcony.
Yeah,
And
pretty
that
much.
was bad guy who's still fighting with Orin, with Ravi. And
I
he
think
is,
I'm Orin in this situation.
Right. Orin.
Great.
Fuck, I'm never gonna get this right. He's gonna
Great.
try to hit you over the head really hard with the butt of his dagger.
So now
Wow.
am I a target of an attack?
That is definitely an attack.
But I can't move.
You cannot move because you are still grappled.
But you have +2 to your PD.
I suddenly hate that I've enacted grapple in this situation because it messes everything up.
It's gonna be.
Well, you tried something new, man. You
Yeah,
know?
it's
You know what?
like sidestep. You move one space, but I cannot do that.
Yeah, I think mobility is
Right?
important for your character.
Yeah.
And grappling is something that reduces mobility.
Well, I wanted to
So-
get him there and then knock him back, and he would tumble, and it would.
Yeah. Well, it's
would have
his
been
turn.
great.
So
And I was going to help
what
you
the
with
hell
this.
are you
I was
doing?
going to help you with that. That was going to be the final thing.
So 17, I guess, is what my PD is right now,
Yeah, I have +2.
Yes.
and it's a hit.
Yeah, that's a natural 20.
Oh, cool. I can't do anything if I can't move.
That's okay.
So yeah,
So he hits you for 2 points from the critical.
I'll take your damage.
Plus, and you're 17, so that's not. That would be a
well,
20.
it depends on what the plus is. It's probably a heavy.
22, which is a heavy hit. So that's
Just
plus
barely,
3. So that is 4 points of bludgeoning damage to you.
Okay.
I'll take it. Oh, God.
You taking it instead?
I'm taking it. Our bond is too strong. I feel your pain, Ward.
Right.
Thanks, Ravi.
That I didn't put there's no distance on it, right? Is it just like
Within
is
10 feet.
Within 10 feet, and he's within 10 feet.
Yeah.
Great. I was trying to remember. I was like, I think it's long.
Take
It's
it
more
all?
than like right next
Take
to
it
him.
all.
Yeah, he basically you just kind of
All right.
push him or throw something at him, and he's able to do it. And it just sort of redirects that energy right into Orin.
It's a
into the blood of Atmar. Great. It's all magic. Great.
all-
Orin, you're up then.
Coming up.
After
no
that guy
house.
tries to basically knock him senseless.
I also want to attack the rules here for a second.
Please. It's a rules-heavy episode, guys, just so you know.
This is a quick one. Would a full dodge instantly break a grapple?
A full dodge? I don't think so.
No, I think you have to break a grapple to be able to
Okay,
do a full
okay,
dodge.
Done with that.
First
I'm going
movement,
to-
falling, escaping
That's
a
okay.
grapple, incapacitating the grapple.
That's okay. I'm going to attack this one with my sword. This guy, I'm going to expose him and give myself advantage on it.
So yes. To answer your question, forced movement would end the grapple, but that's the only thing you could do. You could attempt to grapple him and pull him off of Ravi. That's what you could do, if you're asking.
with your sword.
But just hit him with a sword is also a great way. It's a great alternative.
23 to hit.
23 does hit. That is a heavy hit on that guy.
So 1, 2 damage, and he is now exposed.
2 damage.
And then
Okay.
That's it.
He does not look great. He's been
Exposed
beat
his
up a little
advantage.
bit.
exposed gives yes. The target becomes attacks against it now have advantage.
Okay.
And I get back a stamina point.
A stamina point.
And that is the end of my turn.
Great. Great. Cool. Then that is the bad guy. That's on you, Julius. He's going to turn around and try to. What is he going to do? You're like right on him.
Trying to do a ritual here.
Yeah.
I'm trying to just get out of my way.
I will not.
First day. Don't.
It's my first ritual, and I want it to go well.
Order.
It's a lot more menacing than what we thought.
He attempts to sort of. What's your MD?
Mystical.
18.
18.
Holy hell.
Not at all. Yeah. So he like kind of like scoops up some of this like magical energy and tries to direct it at you, and it goes errant and just glances right off of you. That is what he tries to do, and then he is going to attempt to. He's going to spend his remaining things. It looks like he's sort of like trying to control this thing again. So he's going to make his own mental save. That time he does much better with an 18, which is a 22 for him. And he sort of like regains control, and you see the energy sort of swirling around him again.
Okay.
But that is the end of his turn. Ravi, you are up.
Exposed? Cool. I'm going to try it again.
Wait. Yeah. Continue. You're doing great.
I know I have the arcane circle, but now you exposed him. So I'm going to turn back around with my rapier and try to knock him back and attack him and knock him back.
Okay. Nice.
Ooh, 17?
17 is what you need.
Yeah. Okay.
You hit him.
So that's 2 points of damage.
And he's moved back one space?
2 points? With Godstone. So it's 2 points of
Psychic damage. Right?
slashing damage.
Slashing. Yeah.
And 1 point of force. So 3 damage total.
Yeah, 4.
And then he gets knocked back by 1 because he has to make a save, actually. DC 15.
Okay.
16. DC 16.
Well, I'm glad that didn't count. Yep, that's better. And he sucks it up and does not save.
He does not. By how many does
He
he
rolled
not save?
that would be a 9 for him.
Okay, so he's knocked back 1 space plus 1 additional space for every 5 it fails.
So 2 spaces.
Ooh, yeah.
Back up against the railing again.
Perfect.
Ravi just, and the sheer force of his rapier strike sends this guy past Orin, and he
He's
kind
up
of
against
I don't know if
hits
this is
against
a
some of the ropes
maneuver.
again.
I want to just try to drop kick him off the balcony.
How many AP do you have left?
2.
2? Yeah, you can move and make an attack.
Yeah.
Come on, Hagar dropkick.
Just like
That's the
flying.
flavor, I guess, but I guess I don't know how I'm actually
Yeah,
doing
I think
this.
it's just a
Shove?
regular attack. I don't know that it would be a shove, really. Maybe it was.
Feet.
A foot shove.
Yeah, I have to move in, so I only have 2. So I'm just gonna try to skew, like I'm gonna run up and
Is there
skewer him
grit?
with my rapier.
Is there
Yeah, I
grit
mean, if
that
it's-
could-
if
that
it's
you
a
could throw
shove-
can you throw it?
Nope.
No,
How's
that's
that
like
work?
an extra.
Grit's
That's
on
like
saves.
it's like a redo.
I think it would be an athletics check contested by a martial check again. If it essentially is a shove, because what you're trying to do is kick him over the
Yeah,
edge.
that's what I want to do.
Right?
Yeah.
So
Not an attack. I just
it's
want to
an
shove him.
AP.
Yeah.
You know what? Yeah. So you get within 1 space of you, so you have to move to get there.
Yep.
And then spend your last AP to try
Perfect.
to shove him, kick him.
Come
off
on,
the edge.
drop kick.
Drop kick.
And I
Kick
will
Murphys, let's go.
I will roll his martial check. Yowza.
Exposed. Does he have disadvantage?
Is that yeah? Or
Oh, he is exposed.
Does
Well,
exposed
again, we decided a shove isn't an
isn't an
attack.
attack,
Oh, right,
so
yeah.
I would say no.
Yeah, so he has just
19.
a straight up roll. He rolled a 2, which gives him a 6. So you are able to kick it, Wilhelm scream him off the side.
Sick.
How much
far does he
damage?
go?
Yeah, how much?
Well, it's higher than this model would have you believe.
Oh, God, I was
I
gonna-
assumed it
it's-
was fairly high.
Yeah, it's like 40 feet down. So he's gonna take some damage.
Just some.
Target wins. That's the grapples. The grapple is ended. Certainly.
That's all my.
Falling.
I'm ready for my next.
Falling.
I'm ready for the next one though. Already. I know I'm
So
going.
40 feet is 8 spaces. Is that correct?
Yes.
Are they 5 foot spaces? Yeah. Still. Then yes.
Maximum up to. Okay, great. The creature falls from a height more than its agility in spaces, which it is, and collides with the ground. An object it takes equal to the number of phases it fell. So he's going to take 8 damage, and that is enough to. He breaks his neck on impact and dies.
Splatter.
He's dead. He is a splat on the ground.
Yes.
Nice.
Good job, team.
Excelente.
That's all I wanted to do. I feel accomplished.
So that was Ravi's,
Thank
and that was
God.
arguably way cooler because you just like Chun-Li'd him across the friggin' balcony.
Orin, let's go. That's the end of my turn.
Great. All right. So
Ravi, let's go.
Cecil is moving along. He is. He is at the stairway.
3 spaces. Oh, wow. This is 40 feet down, dear Lord. Okay. He's at the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Yes.
Oh God, you got to go all the way there to go down the stairs.
Yes.
Unless you got wings.
Unless you got wings. So he's at the edge of the stairs on this turn.
I mean, I have magical wings in the sense of Misty Step, but I have to roll well.
All right, I'm gonna say we're still in rounds, and anybody else who is affected will be going at the end of the turn. So like as these other guys get involved,
Sweet.
we'll see this guy's gone, and we'll just have this kind of turn order for now. And let's see, that was
Allies 1.
Cecil's turn. Then Julius, you're up.
All right. Having learned from my mistake last time, Cybolt with disruption first this time.
Okay.
Does a 19 hit overcome its mystic defense?
19, yes,
And then it needs to make a save.
he does. This is a very. That's a dirty 20 for him.
Okay, so the save is enough, but 1 point of damage.
1 point. All right. On that dude who is red.
And then I'm going to attempt to attack. I'm going to give myself advantage again, take a big old bear paw, and just give him a good swipe upside the head. See if I can't knock him
Knock him
out of his red
senseless.
color.
Right.
Oh boy. Tough day for the dice.
Tough day for the physicality of the bear.
Pray to
Yeah.
Sarala. Pray
No
to
doubt.
Sarala.
I'm guessing I know what 11's not enough. 4 to 5. I miss. That was me.
Okay. Fantastic.
Bear Julius not good at mental math.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I feel like I have been
That's
solid.
the guy who counts on his hand.
William's not on the board.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
Yeah, baby. All right, Orin, you're up. You guys have just knocked this dude off the edge of the balcony down into
I don't know how much Orin
onto
did,
the temple
but-
floor.
He exposed him.
I'll spend
That's true.
I'll
You
spend
actually
the
did
action
allow
point
that.
on a
That-
cool high five.
Dope.
No, I won't.
That was the most basic high five.
Yeah,
but
seriously.
I'm taking
Cool.
my action point. I'm going to run after Cecil. Yeah, like I can't magic. You can't give
understand.
me wings.
No.
Okay,
Red Bull.
I'll see you down there.
Yes?
Okay.
Unless you want a hero jump out there. It's 40 feet, though. Don't do it.
Yeah. There's one thing I can do.
Oh, we have a bunch of mushroom stuff. Does mushroom things help? I don't think we have them out, though, so never mind.
They're in the bag.
Yeah, I think we did. Was in the episode that came out? It seems like you have the bag because you were pulling stuff out of it, giving Gus
Money.
all of the stuff.
Very
So unless that has changed,
I don't see why it would have.
in which
All
case,
at
Yeah,
you,
I'm the bag guy. I'm the bag guy.
in which case we do have all those flowers.
Wait, hold on. Orin, I might have a better way down.
Let me
Remember
just
all
look
those
through all
flowers?
these. You do have. There's one that casts levitate. There is one. It's the Anaran flower.
Yeah.
Are they labeled correctly? I'm assuming we did.
But yeah, these are like
Mama, it's supposed to be dead.
But these are like little bits of powder and snuff, right? Essentially, right? 'Cause
Yeah,
they're like super distilled.
versions of these. They're like tinctures, is really what they are. They're
We
like
took a whole down period at some point to identify.
Yeah. No,
Yes.
so if you find the purple Anara one,
this was all mentioned in the journal that you got from Cecil.
Yeah.
From Ishantik, the herbalist
Right.
of the original Vortorum.
yeah, look for that Anara, the purple one.
Am I allowed to do such things? Not on my turn.
Oh, I guess it's not on your turn. Yeah, never mind.
Can I go through his bag?
Hey, the flowers though.
Can I do it?
I'm gonna, before you move. Yeah, you can do that because you were next to him.
Yeah, we were high fiving.
Yeah, you were high
Wait,
fiving.
I think one of the flowers gives levitate. Remember the flowers and the herbalism and
Yeah,
stuff?
from the Kraken. From
You're a
Kraken
jeweler?
Fest. Yeah, and an herbalist in this case.
Yeah, also, it's an action point, but you can get something out of the bag.
Okay, I will get our Kraken Fest levitate.
flesh.
Kraken Fest. No, I'll leave the Kraken flesh in the bag.
Okay.
I'll take the
So
Kraken Fest
yeah,
flower
so the
out.
way this works, if you take the whole thing, you get the greater effect, and it's like 1 use per flower thing that you have. If you take like a little bit of it, you can get 3 doses of the lesser format. So it's a 3-to-1 ratio essentially. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
What is
And we have
what is lesser levitate?
10 of all of these, or we have one
You have
of all
one of each of them. Yeah.
Got you.
So you can.
There's 10 different ones of which we have one.
Yeah. So you could do 30 single doses of all. Sorry.
3 single
3
doses
single
of each
doses.
one.
Yeah, you could do 3 single doses of each one.
Do I know how long a single dose would last?
Yes, you've taken this one before.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
a minute of levitate.
Okay.
That's plenty of time.
I'll take, let's each eat a little bit of this flour. I'll eat a little bit of the flour.
Well,
Yeah,
it's,
it's like a concentrated, like
I mean,
syrupy
we're doing
liquid.
lines right
Yeah.
now.
Oh.
Yeah. They're liquids in my mind. They're like heavy
okay.
tinctures, like heavy
we
syrupy liquids.
crushed them up and then
They've
distilled
been
them.
they've
I
been
see.
magically brewed
Yeah.
into a potion.
High five, shots. I'm doing a shot. I don't know. You didn't have to.
Yeah, you'll have to take your dose on your
Yeah,
turn,
yeah.
But yeah.
So can I now just walk off?
Yeah,
don't
it's
know.
just
We'll
you
find
can
out.
you can it's 40 feet down, so you can just walk on it like it's
Like
terrain.
it's stairs.
Yeah, basically the no difficult terrain exists to you.
10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Is that 6?
That
That's
is
6
6.
spaces, yeah.
And you're arguably 3 down. So you have 5 more to
You're
go.
8 spaces down. If you were going diagonally, yes, you'd have to go 5 more down.
5 more down.
Can I go 2 down and then choose to fall?
I mean, sure.
On top
You're
of this guy?
levitating, you're just sort of stuck
It
up
doesn't
there.
work. I'll try to catch. I'll try to catch Oren's mine. Be like,
I'll do
no,
whatever
yeah.
movements I need to do to also be here.
Just get your flight stand.
I think it's 2 moves to get
You're
all the way
above.
down.
You're
Like
above
you were
them.
you were 10 away from them
Yeah.
on a diagonal axis. You were 10 away from here.
So yeah, that's like it'd be 2.5 or 3.
we
It'd be
moved-
3 action points to get down.
No, because
Right?
we moved 6.
Oh, you move 6.
Yeah.
Then 2 action points
Yeah.
to get down there.
Yeah. That's what I'll do.
Okay. Yeah, it's just 2 movement.
Just walking
Movement
down
actions.
the air.
And as I'm kind of falling with a little more force, so you said 2?
You're just walking on it like it's normal ground. It's air, but you're just like walking on it like it's
I'm
ground.
gonna come down, slam down, sword attack. I'm going to give myself advantage, and I'm going to attempt to daze this one, but bopping him over the head.
Bopping him on the head.
Bunny Fufu attack, I think
The
we've.
bunny
Oh,
foo-foo.
I like it.
I think we.
That-
Solid bunny foo-foo.
This will be some solid teamwork if we can pull this off for next round.
The Orange Julius.
We've waited
we
so
go.
long. We just needed a ritual.
Good thing you had advantage.
21 to hit.
All right. 21 does hit.
And then save for days.
That's 1. Sorry. Is that heavy at all?
No, regular.
So 1 damage, and he is
Okay.
now dazed, so he has disadvantage on his mental checks.
Okay.
He has to
And there's
save
no
those.
save.
Yeah, I think he has to make a save.
Is it a martial
It's a
save?
save maneuver.
Okay, I don't know what that means.
Is it a martial
Nothing
save?
else is
I'm
written.
assuming it's a martial save.
I don't know. It honestly just says the target
no,
becomes
mental save.
dazed.
Mental save? Okay.
It just said the target becomes dazed.
Great. Mental save with a natural 20.
I mean, bleed. I mean, he didn't have to. They didn't have to do anything against.
But it's also a save
also a
maneuver.
save
All
maneuver.
of yeah, so possibly they should have.
Or
Expose also.
Read the fucking
No,
cards,
you read
Will.
it. No, you read it.
No, you know how to play my character.
He rolled a
No,
nat,
you
he,
know how to
he
play.
rolled a nat 20 on his save, so he is
Just
not.
keep nerfing Will. just keep
Poor
playing
Will.
overpowered and we just keep nerfing
It just
I
decides
mean,
Will is
it
too
though?
powerful.
Is it, guys?
Is he really?
Yes.
Is he?
Is that how it's
Is he
supposed to work?
Is he cheating? Is he?
Because I just
Call
used
him
all
out.
my stamina points.
Call him out.
No,
Get in the
call him
comments.
out. Call him out. That's the end of
We
my
don't
turn.
know what we're doing. That's
Point-
what the point,
Point
is.
of bookkeeping
Point of
order.
Yes, sir.
So, how many doses of a Naran flower are left?
2, 1.
1.
He has 1.
Of the
Yes.
levitating one, there's one dose left.
Because did you
Yes.
do the other shot?
And
Are you
that's
going
the-
to? Yeah.
Right, and that is the
I think-
extent of the distilled Anaran flour
I think
that
we said
have.
we had 1 jar of each of the 20.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's the last of that particular flower. And we wouldn't have that one anymore.
Yes.
Okay.
There is a.
Nope, it's all right.
I'm just saying there's a method outlined in the journal you have from Ashantik on how to do this again.
To make more. But then we
that
have to
was just
also
the stores you found there.
we also then have to like find these flowers and figure out how
Gotta
to
go back
distill
to
them.
Anar,
Yes.
I guess.
Yes.
Side quest, herbalism
Well, maybe
side quest.
Well,
maybe
yes.
teleport is one of those spells on those scrolls that
That'd
you
be
found.
cool.
I think
What's up, Inara?
there were some like just dried flowers as well, and I think you grabbed some of those too. But
Well,
like,
here's to hoping.
so, but the
grabbed a lot of
potions
stuff
were
from
like
that
in
room.
their own little bag.
I do have maybe like a purple crystal seed left. We could plant it, and maybe a purple flower like that comes out.
the Inaran flower. Yep.
Where would we plant it to the point where we would go back to it? Because we don't go back anywhere.
Anywhere.
Did I bring the house plant?
I tried to give you guys a
What
secret
about-
base in the first 5 episodes.
What about
The
hydroponics?
library.
What library?
What? The
The
one that
sunken library?
rose up out of the ground.
Oh.
Yes. That could have potentially been your base of operations.
All right,
Oh,
we go. Let's go
cool.
back.
In no way did we have any idea that
nobody-
was
okay,
possible.
we're getting. Okay, it's already been said. We lost focus.
Mangaranth, I'd like to go back to episode 5. Do this all over again.
That was all right. So that was Orin's turn. Then it's the rest of those dudes.
And just because we had a base wouldn't mean we ever got to go back to it anyway.
Also that.
Yeah, you've never been back there.
Beavertown is new
Gave us a
potential
base, gave us an airship. We didn't use any of it.
Just keep giving them to NPCs.
we had to give them back.
We had to give. I agree.
All right, this guy's going to attempt to throw some magic at you guys.
That was just like splashing you.
He's just like kind of throwing some magic. He misses again with this because I'm assuming a 9 is not above your MD.
No,
Julius.
not me.
And how about, ooh, look, that's an 11. What's your MD?
I'm not playing anymore. 12.
12? All right, he doesn't hit you. Great. So he tries 2 times, and yes, you see that he does not have enough AP to do it. So you see that sort of like magical red energy shield lessen.
Oh,
again.
good.
Yeah. Because he can't sort of reinforce it. Then let's see here. You're still too far. 1, 2, 3, 4, 7, 8. Too far away for anybody else to do anything about it. That's
Well, they're probably working double time right now.
all of them.
Because Red's
I gotta
not
keep track of
keeping
the
up
counter
the
here.
bargain.
Yeah, I'll be.
All right. Cool.
Neat.
All right. So that's up. Ravi's up. Thank you, Ravi.
More questions, but it's a DM. Am I allowed to do this question? Not a go look in the notebook.
This is a lot of what role-playing games is, guys. I don't know if you know this, but we're just, we're keeping it
So
every now and then.
in theory, it's 40 feet down.
People
said.
wonder why we don't have a lot of combat episodes.
Or fans. I'm sorry.
Ow.
40 feet down,
Fake laughter. Hiding
which is
real
8
tears.
spaces.
8 spaces down. Yep.
Can I? What happens if I misty step halfway through falling? Does that help my fall damage? Am I able to like? Does that make sense?
Sure.
I guess you didn't.
Is there like a? I mean, I could do that, but this was my original thought. If
No, I
could
got you.
If I could save
You
it.
know, you're great, man.
It's sort of like we're gonna go with Nightcrawler rules, where
Okay.
your momentum is maintained through your teleport. So you could land, but you would land the same amount of force as how fast you were moving when you teleported. So you
Okay,
would
so-
need to teleport first, and then
I see.
that would
okay,
be like
okay. I got you.
falling halfway.
I got you.
If you jumped and then teleported
I like
halfway
that.
down, you would still hit as if you fell that first.
And then when does falling damage start?
Essentially, it's the same thing, but
Does it start at 10 feet?
it
Your
starts every
agility
space.
beyond your
If you're
agility, I think.
No, it just says if
Okay.
you're falling from beyond your agility points.
Score
Yeah, score
3.
So yeah, it's more. It's
If
8.
I'm more than 3, then you just take falling damage.
Yeah, you would take falling damage for
Equal to the
anything
height.
for everything you fell.
But then from 3 on, I don't take any. That's how it's written. 3 below, 3 and below.
You
spaces
can
and
jump
under
3 spaces and
fine.
not be hurt. Yeah.
Good to know. Or do I just do the
You can fall 3 spaces, I should say.
Well, I have to move regardless, but then movement I can finish. I would still have the movement once I get down there.
Yes. How far is Misty Step? Is it 5 spaces?
It depends on my check. It's at least 3. So worst
Okay.
case scenario, I'm falling 5, therefore 5 damage.
Mm-hmm.
Woof. I'm gonna take the I'm gonna take the levitation, I think.
All right.
Because it's a DC20, I think. What does it say? Success. So DC20, I succeed. If I succeed at DC20, then I teleport 5 spaces, in which case I would take no damage. 5 to 3, 3 to fall. I'm good.
Yes, if you were if you jump down 3 you
DC20
teleport
just
5
seems
spaces.
like a lot.
It's not easy to do. Yeah.
Seems like a lot.
Yep.
So I'm gonna, and then I success.
Levitate is certainly the safer
Oh,
option.
I'm dumb. I'm gonna use an extra MP to increase that.
Great. Fantastic. You got another
Tony,
flower
keep
dice.
reading. So it does take. So it's 1 AP and 1 MP,
Yep.
or 2 MP if I'm going to increase,
Okay.
which I'm going to. And now it increases to 7 spaces default,
Okay.
which I won't take, but I might as well roll. And if I get 20, then it's like I just go to the ground.
Yeah.
That is not a. I do not make it, so I.
But you
So I'm
fall
gonna-
you fall less than 3 spaces.
So I'm going to move and teleport to 1
Yeah, so
space
you're like,
above.
thunk, yeah. And then you just fall 5 feet. Okay. Great. You're there.
Where are you going?
I had to move 1 to the balcony. How much movement do I have left?
After teleporting, and then 1
4?
space falls. Yeah, 4. Let's
Cool.
call it 4.
Finish movement.
Over to the black one. Delightful.
Wait,
Black one.
before finishing movement? Sorry, I have a lot of moving parts in this.
You really do.
Where'd it go?
Everywhere. Where did you get those? Everywhere.
Do I not have a thing for that? I guess I don't. Well, I guess it's fine. I'm just gonna lightning blade, attack, power up. No, movement. Okay, lightning blade attack. No power
Okay.
up.
Damn it. Did you bring your arcane
Dude, I
sigil with
get
you?
it, man.
That's what I was trying to do,
Oh.
but I think it's too far away now. That was a 12.
Okay. 12. Fantastic.
I'm assuming that misses.
It does miss.
Cool.
Yes.
That's my turn.
Okay. Then Jew allies are up.
We would take all of it.
Jew allies.
He's gonna come down
Depends.
the stairs.
Depends who you're
1,
asking.
2, 3, 4, 5,
We'll
6,
just
7,
count.
8.
He had to move a little bit. We'll say he had to move a little bit further down that stairs. So 2 movement for
Oh,
him.
that's fair. So he's at the foot of the stairs.
40 feet.
Yeah,
8 spaces. He can move.
6 hours for the stairs.
Yeah. No, he can move. He can
That's why I
move.
didn't take them.
6 hours.
He
stay
moves.
there.
He moves eight spaces. On
Yeah,
a
so
turn.
he's at the bottom.
So he's at the bottom with 1 movement. He's going to move again to get up behind that guy,
Rawr.
and he's going to whip out
Ghost blade
that blue
craziness.
spiky blade, and he instantly kills that guy.
Not even a roll.
And
Guess not. Well, let's enjoy it
I
while
mean,
he's
he's-
here
he's
because this
basically
dude
a
is going to
god.
die soon.
Probably.
he is going to. I'm probably going to need to replace him with somebody who I can tell is not a bad guy. So
That's
this
a
will
fair
be
point.
this will be him.
I mean, that is a blue dagger.
It's a blue flame of some kind.
Oh.
But yeah. So that'll be Cecil for now.
Perfect.
A younger version of said Cecil, but yeah, sure, that's fine. And great, that is his turn.
Now that like one of these people have been fully
Should have rolled to make
dispatched
sure he didn't roll a 1. He didn't. Okay.
completely.
What is this ritual looking like?
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
Like what has happened?
So this seems to be that there is Cecil is now seemingly he is wrestling. He's wresting control of this particular sigil
Interesting. Okay.
here.
What color is it?
It's
Blue.
blue. And he is he has no more action points left, so he can't really do anything. But you just
Yeah.
see him. He's like
He's
trying to harness this
interact.
magic in a way that is
Great.
different, I would say, but like it's still feeding energy into the center portion.
Okay.
Is at this point.
Well, cool. I'm going to take a massive bear claw. Actually, this time I'm just going to try to take a bite out of this guy. Like,
Nice.
and give
chop his head
myself advantage.
Julia's
Okie dokie.
hungry.
Julia's hungry.
Low blood sugar.
Dude. Here I thought it was, I felt like it was going to change this time. Does a 12 hit
A 12 does not hit this.
without the...
It doesn't have the
Because
defensive
it's the
stuff.
Vortor magic that you're fighting against inside of you.
I don't
right
know
now.
if that is true, but okay.
Even with the defenses down, it still isn't hit?
Even with his
Okay.
defenses down,
Yeah.
he has his natural armor is
Fair enough.
still
Well-
better than that.
Crazy. Then I guess I'll make one attack at disadvantage. I'm sure this will go great. Feel like Brian. Yeah, no, that misses too. And then lastly, I am going to attempt to wrestle control of the magic away from this thing.
Okay.
Oh.
This will be.
Provided it's a 1 AP thing to do. If not, I
I'm
will.
gonna say
try
it is.
something
It's
else.
going to be a disadvantage because there's already a dude in control of it.
Oh, I didn't
So
think he.
it's,
I thought he didn't have control this
He
time.
has control of it, but the defensive mechanism
He
is
didn't. He wasn't
gone.
able to activate. Yeah. So he has to
That's
spend
what- yeah.
to like protect himself. He has to spend a little
That's
bit
what
of
the
magic. to
disruption's
do
been
that.
doing, is taking down his like defensive thing.
Oh, well, I would have done different things had I known, but that's okay. This is how I use my last AP.
All right. So give
Say
me.
it's still possible. It's like a magical.
I think
Yeah,
it'll be
something at
a
disadvantage.
mental check
What if
Okay.
you spelled
at disadvantage.
I think this is a little past the
It's
page.
an.
So like
you
a
have to see it being
mystical-
cast to do a
Yeah.
counterspell.
So like
Or
a mystical.
Oh yeah, it's already it's already
spell
happening.
doing. Yeah.
Whatever. Just roll high. Doesn't matter. 19. 15.
15. All right. We'll do a contested check with him. He has advantage. And we'll get an 18. What did you get? 16? 15. Okay. You sort of feel yourself connect to this well, and you are instantly overcome with both two sides of the same emotion. You are filled with anger and fury, and you feel fire and brimstone like beneath your skin, and at the same time you feel like there is a things are working together in a sense of harmony as well, that this like chaotic fury beneath the surface has some type of order to it, and that there is like something greater than you that is, and you can feel it. Like you get a sense of the depth of this well. It is going, it's pure energy going straight down and straight up, and you are just sort of like tapping into this like fire, like drinking from a fire hose for a second.
Okay.
And that is what you feel, and then you feel it sort of like wrested away from you and rebuffed as this guy sort of almost pushes you out of the stream, kind of sort of saying.
Okay.
Awesome, Julius,
Stuck your
way to
bare
go.
head, like, out the window, and
Oren,
you have like
you
your
are
gels
up.
all.
Pretty much.
Yes,
Drool
What
everywhere.
did you roll? What do you roll?
I thought you weren't playing
to,
anymore.
To daze against, like, if I tried to daze you,
to daze me.
yeah, like last
think-
time I tried to daze you,
I think it's a
Your-
mental save.
Your save DC.
my save. So it's you
As
have
think
a
it's a
to-
mental, I think it's a
Oh,
mental save.
I think it's a
Oh.
martial save.
Is it a martial save?
Because
Okay.
you're getting hit.
I'm
to be
hitting you over
dazed.
the head.
Yeah, so it's
Oh,
athletics or
oh
acrobatics.
yeah, so it would just any of my save
Are you- is your
save
maneuvers,
DC? 16.
You just have to roll less than 16.
Yes.
For it to
Take
let's
effect. Yes.
let's put that into practice. Let's put theory into practice.
I love it.
Sword attack. Power it up. Attempt to daze and give myself advantage.
Okay.
And the thing about this is, if you miss, the daze save still happens.
Yeah.
Yes, it does. That's the whole point of the dynamic
Yep.
checks.
We went through this with me in the disruption.
You're only doing like your check is for damage.
19 to hit.
A 19 will hit this guy because he doesn't have the defenses up.
And so that's 1 damage.
Okay.
Sorry, 2 total damage because 1 is fire. I powered it up once. And he has to roll. And
It's a physical. It's a
I would
martial
imagine
save.
if
think
it's
it's
a
just a
physical
dice.
attack, I would imagine it's a physical save.
Okay.
But that's just.
I think that's
I
right.
don't know, but my save DC is 16.
He does not get that. So he
now he
is
is dazed.
dazed and confused.
Yep.
He has disadvantage on mental checks.
Yes.
Yep.
Before the end of my next turn.
Okay, and then heavily dazed. Is that depending on like how much he fails by?
I think
don't
almost
have that
every
written
check
down.
is.
That's all right.
I don't
I
have
think
any
every
of
check
that.
is kind of baked into that way, but
Okay, so we'll say because he failed by, he had a 9 and you rolled a 16. He needed to beat a 16.
Yeah.
So that's
Yeah.
a heavily dazed, I would think. So mental checks and mental saves.
None of that is written on my card, but I'll
I know.
take
Well,
it.
that's
It
in
benefits me.
them
I think
rules.
that's like the basic
okay.
construct of
Mental
the
save
save
and
system
checks.
Okay.
and the attack system is like up 5, down 5. It goes both ways.
Yeah.
I'd love
Every
if
five
this whole
increments.
system changes because it's like I just figured it out.
It's going
This
to nerf
episode
you.
too.
Yeah.
It's going to nerf you, and it's going to be
it's going to
completely
change.
different.
Yeah. That's okay.
It's going to be fun. It's going to be
Oh.
so much fun. I love it. That was Oren's turn.
Shoot, yeah.
Ba-
Sorry, Joyce. I was planning to hold one back, not power it up.
You get them all back.
I know. I don't.
I'm confused.
Well, no, I can do something on my next turn, but I want to do something now. So it's the end of my turn. And once again, Oren has screwed over Julius.
Team Orange Julius doing great down here.
I did daze him for you.
Here go the bad guys.
I mean, I haven't been holding up my
all
end
right,
of the
so
bargain.
that guy over there on the
Down here,
black
man,
is
don't feel
going
bad.
to
God,
Just
this
try
Orange Julius
to
group sucks.
Yeah, they do kind of suck.
attack you.
Need more sugar, more
Ravi,
sweetness.
with a spell attack with an
Who's
advantage.
attacking me
The
where?
guy that you're
that
attacking
dude.
on the black
Okay.
orb. That is a 22 magic attack. Magic, what are they? Yeah.
Is a magic attack an attack?
Yes, it's definitely an attack. He's throwing a spell at you. Using the magic of the cauldron, we'll call it.
Chaos.
One of the
Spell
pillars,
duel.
Yeah.
Spell
Yes.
duel? Sure. All right.
2 AP and an MP?
Not just
Sure.
sure. All right. This is the best thing.
Spend it.
Is that right? Is that right? I think
Yes.
that's right. Or is it 2 MP?
I think it's 2 AP.
2
and
AP, 1 MP.
Yeah.
Yep,
Otherwise,
look
we
it
wouldn't
up.
have been able to do it first level.
Correct. I guess wizards technically would have, but yes. Let's see. Do I have anything near me? No, I don't. Okay.
Certainly don't have your ward near you.
Gee, if only you felt the same way about all people that you traveled with.
Set it aside
Okay.
for you. and I
2
forgot
AP
about
and
it.
1 or more MP to challenge the creature with a spell of your
Sure
own.
you did.
One or more? What does
Yep.
the more do?
It just lowers the thing.
Yeah, like if it's like we could both try to spell duel against
Yeah.
somebody.
Yeah, you declare which spell you're using to challenge the opposing spell. And then describe how you do so using your spell.
Can I tell what he's attempting to do?
It looks like he's trying to hit you with just
Just
black magic. Just this, whatever this
Well,
magical energy.
I'm gonna try to Harry Potter it with
He
crackling
has.
like lightning and like stop it midway and like and have the lightning
Yeah.
shoot it like shoot
It's like
it
a big, yeah,
off
it's a
of
big
me.
arc of this black.
I wanna
energy.
deflect it with crackling lightning.
It's like the dark saber. You know, it's like crackling. Okay, cool. And
Whether
then
it goes like errant or like right by my ear, I just want to deflect it enough that it doesn't hit me.
Deflect it over here.
spell check is opposing creatures to cast a spell. Spell check you make when casting your spell. Oh, so that was what he rolled. Great. Okay.
And I just make a spell check. Right?
Yes.
Opposing spell
So
checks.
you're trying to beat a 22.
Damn it, so close. 17.
All right. You attempt to this. Your lightning goes sort of errant, and it's just sort of engulfed in this black,
Yep.
darkness. And you are going to take. Let's see. Yowza! 6 points of necrotic damage.
You have the ring though, right?
5 points. Do I?
I thought so.
Yes,
Yeah.
I do.
Yeah, you have
Yep.
the ring.
Yep. Of Echoing Void.
That
So
does
I take 5 damage.
Yes, that reduces the necrotic damage.
By
you
1.
take. By 1. So you take 5 points of necrotic damage. You just feel this like just your life essence being sucked out as you connect with this. Again, this like sort of just channel of energy that you feel as the potent feeling as the life force is sucked from you. You also feel the potential for life to be used again, like to create something from nothing almost.
Sick.
And that is what you feel. And
Don't tell me how to feel, man.
Don't tell me how to feel, man. All right, so Cecil is up.
Oh God.
You say he's reaching out and trying to control this magic. You see kind of the light sort of shift, and he's like, he says out loud, "I can only hold it for a little longer. If you're going to do anything with that creature in the middle, now's the time."
Great.
And that is what he's doing. He's spending his time. That is his turn. Julius, you're up.
Now is okay. So we can like just go grab him or what?
Now's the time.
Or
It's your turn, Julius.
So then, and he also called him a creature, which
Also that.
seems like a peculiar choice of words.
We don't love the guy either.
No, sure. Sure. Do you want to go run up there, or do you want me to go run up there?
I can go run up there. He shouldn't run up there.
He's got his
Probably
own
a fair-
problems.
Probably a fair point.
I'll run up there.
Okay, well then I will attempt to bash this guy's brains in with
right.
advantage.
Do it.
Didn't fully think about that, but yeah, that's probably a good idea for me to stay out of there.
17, because he still doesn't have his defenses up, correct?
Correct. Yes. So that'll hit. So that's what you need.
5 points of damage.
5 points of damage. And I
I feel like
think
you've been starting to do
2
some damage to that
APs.
guy.
Yeah, I mean we've been whittling him down and hurting him a little bit.
And he's got mental disadvantage.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, does that make him lose complete control over
Like
what
of
he's
whatever he's
wielding, or
doing.
how does?
he has disadvantage on his. I think concentration would qualify as a mental check. So we'll go ahead and
Checks
say he
out
has
to me.
disadvantage. He's still alive, but he does not look good. He is like, he's sort of. You can see his face is sort of like shrunken in. His hands are like desiccated, and so he's not only losing life energy doing this, whatever he's doing, but he's also like taking a bashing.
Yeah, no, he's
So he's barely
couple
hanging in
swords
there.
and a couple claws in him.
Disadvantage gives him 16 on a mental save.
I guess so. 16 is what he would need.
Well, that's against the gaze. I don't know what
Well,
he
no,
needs
it's
to
his-
keep control.
That's just his concentration.
This is
check.
against concentration.
So he took 5 points of damage, right? So it's still DC 10. So yeah, he's okay. He's still, he's still dazed until otherwise healed or something.
So that just until the end of until the end of my next turn.
The end of your next turn. Okay, great.
this round.
So yeah, so when it's your turn, he'll stop being dazed. When your turn's over. Great. That is.
I still have action points.
Yeah, great.
But I appreciate
Continue.
where you're at.
Yep.
Well, let's try this again this time then. I am going to attempt to,
Magically.
I'm going to use my 2 AP now to attempt to wrestle control of this well from him in
Okay.
his depleted and dazed mental state.
Great.
Probably a good idea.
Yeah. Keep forcing him to make those concentration checks and mental saves.
Well, so no, but I think
Right?
now, because last time I had
You
disadvantage.
did a mental check, right?
Well, yeah, it's because last time I had
Yeah.
disadvantage because
Okay.
he had control. So I used 1 to give myself to make the roll neutral. And he's going to have disadvantage, or it's
Yes.
going to be the same.
It'll be a straight up roll for him because he's technically in control of it, so that would be advantage.
But then-
because
Now
he
it's-
has
it's a neutral.
because
So
he's
now
day
it's just
one.
one-on-one. Okay,
Yep.
great.
One roll to one roll.
Dude, I can't get
Don't
above
know.
a
We don't know.
6.
We don't know him.
11. Sorry, 12.
12. He
I
rolled a
appreciate
19.
I appreciate your optimism.
So he still manages to with the. You can feel how much effort it takes for him to wrest control of this thing from you. But he just sort of kind of digs in, and you just feel him like he is fucking angry about it. Like he is like, and that sort of gives him this wellspring of a little bit of energy to like, "Ah!" Like he's just strong arming it at this point.
Okay.
Grit.
That was me.
Yeah. Great. Then Orin, you're up.
Here I come to Darien. It looks like 5.
Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
6 is 1.
6.
Does it look like he's being attacked?
You feel him, like you see him. He is bound and chained down to this thing, and these magical energies are almost being funneled through. Like, so his 4 limbs are locked down, and then he has a neck collar as well. It's on a 5th one, and they all sort of seem to be pointing out to the different wells of this.
But like metal bound.
Yeah, and like, but they're like glowing with magical energy. These chains are like a conduit for this, whatever this thing is that is channeling all of this energy into this man here on the dais. So he's like almost glowing, kind of like that dude in Iron Man 3, like with the he's like glowing on the inside with all this weird magical energy, and he does not seem to enjoy it. He is very much writhing in pain and agony.
But also he's chained.
Magically.
Yeah, he's like
Magically chained or physically chained?
they are physical chains that are magical conduits of energy.
Okay. I can't just become the chained one.
Well,
I
maybe
don't
start
think.
with Cecil's and see what happens, because that one might be compromised.
Well, here's one thing I'm going to try to do. I am overwhelmed right now at what the task ahead of me is. I am going to pray to Inara.
Should have.
I cannot do this alone. If there is, I need help. That's just what I'm thinking. I need help right now. Here's what I think is happening. I'm casting Shield of Faith on him.
Okay.
A shimmering field appears and surrounds a creature of my choice within range. I make a DC10 spell check. On success, the target gains +2 PD for the duration. I guess.
Okay.
I'm attempting to create a shield here.
To protect him.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I'm not doing it. I'm hoping Inara is here with me to help me. I have some sort of MP. Where do you keep your MP? Oh, it says that amount, but I don't think that's really true. This is all homebrew. You
did gain some magical stuff that with your subclass.
Okay, so I'm doing that. An AP
Where's your
and
subclass
an
thing?
MP. It's a subclass thing.
No, where is your subclass? It'll say how much MP you have.
It says this much, but it's too much.
Yeah, we're gonna nerf it a little bit.
So maybe it's
We gotta
2,
nerf
not 4.
everything.
We just
on
gotta
me.
take Will down a peg. That's all.
Yeah. I make a DC10 spell check. I don't know. That doesn't work.
What's your spell? I think your spell check is still +6.
Oh, wow. 13 to hit. 13 it makes it.
Yep. So you
This is my
cast
first
Shield of-
magic. He gains +2 to his PD. And I can spend an additional MP to increase that number of creatures you can affect by 1. I'm gonna also affect me.
I don't
Okay.
know if. Well, I don't know how your magic points. Well, yeah, I guess you can spell
level
2.
Level 4,
Yeah,
you should
yeah.
be able to, yeah.
Yeah, you can spend 2. You at least have 2. I think you don't have
you,
like
but
6
like you
or
can only
4
spend
or
up to your combat mastery.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So
Gotcha.
that's always
Which is
been a
now
thing,
2, yeah.
Except for wizards,
Right,
they
right.
can spend more. But
Yep.
I'm imagining a purple dome now, like is shimmering from me and from
Didarian.
Didarian. I will now run up, and I will attempt to sword attack the chain that Cecil is, like Cecil's color chain. I'm going to attempt
this
to
arm, the arm that's
Okay.
facing
Yeah.
I think that's what I'm doing.
Yeah.
I'm thinking that I'm going to need to do it as hard as possible. I will attack,
just cut the arm off.
powered up, and
Cut his fucking arm off.
it's not a bad idea. And give myself advantage because this has
I mean,
to.
try the
the
chain
normal way.
first. Hey,
23 to hit the chain.
with a magical weapon.
A 23 will hit. Roll for damage.
Nope.
Nope.
Wait.
Wait, what?
I rolled to hit, and this is DC20.
Yep. How much damage do you do? Tell me how much damage you do.
1, 2,
Lord
3,
help us.
4, 5.
Sorry, I'm 5 steps ahead of
5
this.
damage, 2 of which is fire.
Okay.
If my fire
Fire
sword,
on that one?
Yep.
Okay. Yep. Uh-huh. That's a thing that happens.
A lot of calculations going on back there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who knows?
I guess I should have checked, but it seems like, I mean, through my questioning, I can't just physically move him off this thing yet. I have to unchain him and unbound him.
Sounds right.
How long does this last?
Ben's gonna be like, "You're never
10
gonna believe
minutes.
this."
Ooh.
He turns into a purple dragon.
He turns into a purple dragon. No. All right. So that was, sorry, one more time. How much damage was it?
5.
5
And how much
damage.
fire?
2 of which
2
were
points of
fire.
Okay.
So the total damage is 5. 3 physical, slashing, 2 fire. Scared. Now I'm scared.
Okay. Okay,
Inara,
great. So you rear up and you're surrounded by this purple light that you've created around the two.
Inara
of you.
created for us.
Yeah, the Inara has created for you. You do feel. Actually, let's roll. Let's see what happens.
Roll
High or
for
low?
Hi.
Ooh. Yeah. So you feel this as you cast this spell. You feel it sort of empowering you, and as you cast this shield of faith over Didarian and yourself, you sort of feel it like bolstered, and it's glowing brighter than you maybe have cast the spell a couple of times before, but it's like growing. I'm saying in practice, like maybe on the ship, you were like, wow, you know, but it is like, it feels like something you tap into something deeper than yourself, and you feel energized, and you feel this glowing purple thing, and this is probably what saves your life as you bring your sword down on this chain, and suddenly the whole cavern is filled with a bright flash of white light, just all these, and it just, everyone is instantly taken aback, and you're sort of dazed for a brief moment, and the air grows thick and electric. The man on the table stops screaming, and he doesn't seem to be writhing in agony anymore. He is sort of moving a little bit, and you realize that it's a low, rumbling laugh as he is stopped. You were all like dazed, confused, and unable to move in this moment as the light and the room slowly comes back into focus, like little motes of energy. Oh, you truly don't understand, do you?
Obviously not.
Some Vortorum you are. A decision must be made, and I will be the one to help you make it.